A friend of mine is an accountant. That is her degree, and she was a CPA for a long time, and ended up starting her own business. She's more or less a consultant for small businesses in the area. And ironically, we are mostly women-owned businesses that we're working with. It just kind of happened to be that way. So about 5-6 years ago, she had this client that she needed some help with and reconciling accounts, and that I can do with my eyes closed. Because of my baking background. So I started helping her out, and she was teaching me QuickBooks, and it just kind of developed into getting more clients and needed some more help. And I was learning QuickBooks along the way and kind of honing some new skills. And so now we have probably 5 or 6 clients that I reconcile accounts for. I pay bills. There's a couple I just keep them organized, keep them figuring out where they're at financially, and just keeping their month-to-month organized for them while they run their business. And I work on the back end for them. There were times where I'm like, I just don't quite understand what I'm doing. I found your videos on YouTube, and I'm like, God, I totally get what she's doing. I like how she speaks to the audience, and because I've watched other ones and it just felt very robotic and like, do this, and it didn't feel like there was any care into those videos. It was kind of like, I'm doing this because either someone told me I had to, or that's just my personality kind of thing. But I really kind of took to your videos, and then when I saw, and I was getting your weekly emails, and then I'm like, maybe I should, take a class. And my husband really encouraged me to, maybe you should take a class and learn some more. And so that's when I signed up. And I had put in my email, like, I really get a lot out of those phone calls, those group phone calls that you do, because I learn from other people. They're always very interesting clients that we seem to get. And it always starts out, we just need you to do our books and, reconcile our accounts. And as we get into it, there's always a few little things that they forget to tell us about. And it always makes it a little more frustrating. But we figure, my friend and I, between the two of us, our brains work together sometimes, and we have two totally different ways, because she's got an accountant's brain and I have a banker's brain. So we work very well together. So we somehow figure it all out. And she's very patient as well. So she will, let's do things in chunks, which I've learned from you too. You go follow the process and do them in small bits. And I've actually had a client where I said, let's not try and do things 10 steps ahead. We really need to follow the process, because QuickBooks doesn't think like that. It goes through the process, and we really need. So those words have really helped me with one particular client, where I'm like, let's just follow the steps. Let's not try and be fancy with how we're doing this. Is really take your time with the program and don't rush through it. You've thought through all the things that we really should know, and you've taken the time to do each section carefully and with thoughtfulness. And so just take your time to go through it. And the monthly phone calls, or however often we've been doing these calls with the groups, those have been really beneficial too. So those that, if they're able to either rewatch the calls or listen to them or participate in them, I just found them really powerful in confirming my abilities and learning from others, and all the different types of people that use QuickBooks and all the different businesses. So it's really kind of cool. Thank you, Candus.